Hi, I'm Christophe Langlois, and you're on Visible Banking. I'm always excited to share with you and people at conferences the latest insights from our very popular and unique Visible Banking Facebook Watch series. Since March 2009, we've been tracking how financial institutions worldwide are leveraging Facebook. Here and now, we've got close to 1,100 pages and applications in 75 countries. It's quite massive and it's unique, yeah. It's not just about volume and number of likes. We're interested, and I'm interested for sure actually, in terms of customization, the brand perception, and two key things on Facebook. Okay? Without the two things, you can't be successful there, I believe. Yeah. One is content strategy and call to action. Very, very important. Okay? Do you decide to engage with your customers, with people on Facebook to make your wall open, for instance? And then what I call KYF, know your fans. The better you know your community on Facebook, okay, the better you can adjust your content strategy, the better you can reward those people on Facebook, and the easier it's going to be to convert them back to your organization and drive acquisition, for instance, or increase share of wallet. But you need to do that. The other thing is, it's easy actually to increase the volume of fans or likes on Facebook. You can give away prizes, cinema tickets, or you can give super extra exposure to your Facebook page on your own online assets or mainstream on TV, for instance. That's quite easy, yeah. But then we're talking brand relevance, brand intimacy, okay? It's not just about size, it's about actually quality of the audience. And that will impact again your ability to drive business from Facebook, yeah. It makes me smile as well, consultants trying to quote or to basically assess the value of a like on Facebook. This, I mean, sorry for my French, but this is BS, yeah? You need to understand, depending on how you build the page, okay, the quality of your community will increase or decrease, basically. So that's very important to understand the mechanic, to have a proper strategy. And I believe that a very targeted community is more valuable anyway than a mass market type of approach. So again, I'm not a huge fan of those type of trying to assess the cost, the dollar per like. Yeah, doesn't make sense. Out of those 1,088 accounts, we've got pages. Again, the interesting fact is 67% have an open wall, and I'll talk about that in another video. Yeah, close to 200 applications we're tracking, so in 35 countries. Let me give you just a few stats very quickly here. Those are the top 20 pages we're tracking. So you see, not just banking, not just retail, but also credit cards, so insurance company, and what we call financial services and investment. Yeah, different actors, players, and again, more of the wealth type of approach. Yeah. You see the likes, this is the top 20. So what it takes, close to 200,000 likes to make the top 20 today. Yeah. 200,000, yeah. The largest one, Flo, the progressive girl, decided to add that a few months ago. It used to belong to a fan of Progressive Insurance, but now I believe it's managed by the company itself. That's why it's in the ranking, basically, and it's topping it as a matter of fact, yeah. And you see a few other names. No changes, you see, like in the rank, the second column, except for Capital One. Again, Capital One leveraged its partnership with Zynga, so Farmville, Cityville, and a few other games, to dramatically increase its fan base, its number of likes on Facebook. Great. Again, that will impact their content strategy. What if 50% of their likes now it's people who like Farmville, yeah, or Cityville? But what about brand intimacy? What about brand relevance? How many of those people are likely to be interested in Progressive? Or sorry, in Capital One, should I say there? That's very important. Think about ways to build a community and remain true to the brand. So be exciting, but again, attract the right people here. There's so much to say there, but just a few examples, and I'd love to talk about American Express. Still 3-4 pages in the top 20. To me, the king of social media and financial services. One of the key reasons that it's meaningful and it really supports their business strategy. Okay, so social media is another way to do that and to re-establish themselves as leader, for instance, in the small business world. Okay, in the US, so great. You see in Turkey, was a war since the beginning of the year, battle, shall I say, in terms of gaining momentum on sites like Facebook. Turkey, which is in the top 5, I guess, countries in terms of usage and penetration of Facebook. So you see Akbank, for instance, and Guarantee. And you see a few other interesting examples like CIMB in Malaysia. I covered that quite comprehensively a few weeks ago. They launched the most viral application for youth, for young people. It's a kind of, let's say, a mix of eBay. It's quite addictive and viral. Please have a look on Visible Banking. And Interbank Peru, I've just released a video. Interbank is introducing customer support on Facebook and Twitter. So I expect to see an impact there as well. Yeah. On the right-hand side, you see the number of tabs. I'm more and more interested again in how better understanding how financial institutions have customized actually their pages. Do they do it? Number of tabs, it's a good indicator. Yeah. It makes me better understand the amount of customization or specific initiatives banks or insurance have launched in the last few days, weeks, months. Now quickly, we've got some of the top growth, top in terms of volume, right? So it's relative. You've got the first one, so build opportunity for Bank of America. They growth and they bagged, sorry, shall I say, 35 new likes on Facebook, so 130% of the total fan base from last month. And you see a few other ones. Actually, some of those pages have just launched. But you see some of them are very focused on the specific target segment, and some of them are more focused on sports or kind of CSR type of activities. So you see that there's a good mix in terms of country. It's not just the US, it's a very good mix worldwide, yeah, from Azerbaijan, Hong Kong, Finland. It's quite fascinating, and Malaysia, CIMB being more and more present on Facebook, yeah. Those, last but not least, the top 10 in terms of monthly users of applications. So I'll let you have a look. HSBC, student bursary, and I Love £50 from Santander. It's every year for the last year or so, or a couple of years. Those two companies, so banks in the UK, have tried to target the students, and one of them gives students bursary worth 15 grand, I believe, and the other one gives £50 per hour to students, right? So two different initiatives, two different impacts. HSBCs would drive more advocacy for the brand. Students are happy and are very pleased that the bank is sponsoring them. The other one, I think it's more of a, sorry to say, but a cheap way to increase the number of likes. Again, what's the impact on your fan base? You might dilute again the value of it and increase the size of it. CIMB Youth, so that's the application I covered comprehensively recently in Malaysia for the youth market, and you see a few other ones actually. I Am Family is a very interesting one. It's a kind of an online game, virtual game, launched by American Family in the US for quite some time now, which is still quite strong with 45, I believe, thousand monthly users. So that was a short update. Please feel free to check Visible Banking on a regular basis. And of course, I'm very proud of it. Since June, my first ever published book has been released. So please feel free to have a look online, and you can find it on Visible Banking or www.socialmediafinancialservicesbook.com. So please, I invite you to contact, challenge me, ask me questions, and let's work together. Christophe, Visible Banking, London, UK.